What's up, Leafs fans, and welcome back to Leafs Digest. We're breaking down Game 47 of the season against the Pittsburgh Penguins. The Maple Leafs win this one in a pretty commanding fashion, 4-1. We go to 32, 12, and 3 on the season. Just keep things rolling here. That first line continues to contribute. Auston Matthews scoring the first goal of the game 21 seconds in. Michael Bunting capping things off with the fourth goal of the game. His 16th and his lead in rookie scoring that he took tonight with that 16th goal. I mean, 26 years old. It's kind of hard to call him a rookie, but still he does deserve the status because he is technically a rookie, and Kirill Kaprizov did win it last year being 26 years old as well. So with all things being said, I'm going to grant it to him, but Goody, what a game tonight. A lot going on. The Leafs jump out early. They take it to Pittsburgh, and they seem to hold their own throughout the rest of the game, despite having lots of penalty kills that they had to kill off, despite having Matthews leave the game for a period of time. Jack Campbell looked amazing again tonight. Morgan Rielly continues to roll, and David Kampf scores his 7th of the season. He is now 1 away from his career high in a single season with 8. Goody, I don't even know where to start on this one. I guess we'll go with the only logical place. Auston Matthews, 21 seconds into the game. This guy cannot be stopped.
Yeah, you can't. You simply cannot. I always try to rank him in that, obviously McDavid's in a tier of his own, but, he's top 3 in the league. And that's an argument that's tough for some people because he doesn't get the most assists, but scoring is a harder thing to do. And this guy's doing it at an insane click right now. I mean, scores super early into this one, gives the Leafs some life, and they hold on and they have a great game, man. This is awesome. The big takeaway here for me is Jack Campbell, but we'll get to that in a second. Auston Matthews, is this guy like a sleeper Hart Trophy candidate?
I don't even know if you can say sleeper right now, man. I genuinely, I understand where you're coming from, but I genuinely think right now that when you look at the standings, you look at how this team is doing, and you look at his goal pace, the guy it shouldn't even be sleeper. It should just be straight up. He is top 3 in the Hart race. If this Leafs team continues to do what they're doing for the rest of the season, they roll into the playoffs. I mean, how you do in the playoffs doesn't matter for Hart Trophy voting. We've seen that with McDavid in the past where, he's getting it and Edmonton does diddly squat in the playoffs. But yeah. It's about the regular season, and hopefully he can continue it in the playoffs. But as far as things go in the regular season, this is a guy who's leading his team in goals. He ties the league lead in goals tonight with that one, with his 33rd of the season. He is all-time 6th in goals per game pace. The things that he is doing here in Toronto, he's on pace for over 60 goals this season. I say he does it, honestly. I think he continues to do this. You even look at that game where he gets hit in the back of the head. It looks like he's injured. He gets up, he plays the next game. I think he scored 2 goals the next game. Then he goes out there tonight and he absolutely eats the post, and he comes back to the game. This guy's not missing games. He's going to continue to roll here, and every single time he goes a game without scoring, it's he's going to score 1 or 2 the next one. And it's more than just scoring goals at this point. The steps he's taken forward defensively in his game, and I'm pulling stats out of my ass right now, but here's another one for you. I think he finished with more. I don't know what the final tally on it was, but tonight he had a takeaway. It put him at 50 on the season, and he leads NHL forwards in takeaways. This guy has just upped his game in every single component that he has, and he's added tools to his game. He has gone to another level this season, and you can see it every shift that he's on the ice. He's more dominant physically, more dominant defensively. He's opened up his offensive playmaking, and it's not to say he couldn't do it before, but he's just showcasing another level of it tonight, and then he just continues to score goals at a rapid pace. The guy should not be a sleeper Hart Trophy candidate. He should just be solidified top 3 for me right now.
No, definitely. It's just, the kind of red carpet that guys like McDavid and even McKinnon to a certain extent get. And Colorado's a wagon, and there's just so many people. And maybe it's because the Leafs are a hated fan base. When you look at the mainstream media, people would rather die than give Auston Matthews top player in the league credit, because they would know what that would do to Leafs fans and how it would make us feel. And people just can't stomach seeing happy Leafs fans. There you go, Phil. I'm letting it cloud my own judgment. I'm with you, man. I think he's a Hart Trophy candidate. He's been proven that in numerous facets. And it's interesting you mentioned playmaking and the takeaway stat. This guy's always been a rock solid setup guy and a defender. It's just now he's starting, people are starting to sip the Kool-Aid a bit, because, for the longest time, it's do you really want to believe he's good at all that? You know, the stats haven't always like crisply supported it, but when you've watched him from his rookie season, he take the puck off at anybody. I mean, even this first game in Ottawa, remember a few of those goals came off of steals in the offensive end.
Yeah.
He came into the league picking pockets and ripping goals, man. This guy is taking his game up a whole new level. Now he's missing a jib too. He's committed to the hockey guy look a little bit more than before. And Auston Matthews, he can be a pretty boy. Come on, let's not act like we don't know the guy.
The earrings,
I feel like
GQ
missing a jib now.
Yeah.
Missing a jib. I think we might be looking at the second round, but I'll knock on wood everywhere in this room saying that because we still got to prove it. But the jam is up a level right now, and I love what I'm seeing from Auston Matthews.
All right, well, let's get to our Auston Matthews play of the day. I know we've got a couple here for tonight, so I think this is going to be a good one. But let's get into our Auston Matthews play of the day. All right, Goody, do you want to lead us off here? Do you want me to take it? How do you want to go about this one?
I'll lead us off here. So I'm damn near tempted to give it to Michael Bunting because, I mean, plus 250 hit on that one there.
Yep.
If you guys watch the betting previews, you already know that we called a Michael Bunting goal tonight. Goes and gets the last one, so that was amazing. So for that reason, you know, it's tempting, but I cannot ignore the goal that Morgan Rielly scored tonight. This guy's on a whole new level. You know, like what is the criteria for being a top D man? Because he's one of the most skilled defensemen in the league. Does he do the defensive thing to a T? Not a T, but he does it great. He does it great. The name of the position, does he do it well? I guess a little bit, but the offense is really what's been blowing me away recently about Rielly. But overall, I mean, you know, he's right there as like the 1B of like any team. I mean, you could call him the one right now. He's playing so great. That goal going coast to coast, ripping it off the post and in, just from start to finish, beautiful play. And Morgan Rielly's been capping off an amazing season.
All right, well, mine was going to be Morgan Rielly as well, so I'm going to still give it the credits. That'll be like our first star play of the night, the Morgan Rielly coast to coast. He needs to do that more often. We've seen when this guy has the puck on his stick, he's a very good puck handler. He's good entering the zone this season, much more than he was last season. He seems to have an elevated level of confidence. The way he carries the puck up the ice. The other thing, too, there is it pushes guys back when the defenseman does that. Everyone's stopping, waiting for the drop pass, and now you just cut through the zone, fly in like that, and you rip a shot. I mean, it's one scenario where he comes in, and it's only his 6th goal of the season, and he rips that. But it's something going forward where teams were already aware of him on the power play now this season, where they went, okay, we got to step out on him because maybe his shot isn't ridiculous, but he's going to shoot it. And this season, he's been shooting it a lot more, and the power play's been more successful. The number 1 power play unit in the league. Now you step in and you do something like that. In the back of their minds, they're like, all right, maybe this guy's just going to rip one by us. You never know. He's just showing he can be more of a threat out there. So I love that goal. Coast to coast, having the confidence to do that. And then even when he shot it, it was so hard, so fast. I looked at it and I was like, oh, damn, the post. And then I see the ref pointing at the net. I was like, oh, okay. We got ourselves a Morgan Rielly goal. My backup, though, will be, and I'm going to shout it out because you shouted it out as well, the Michael Bunting goal. It was a beautiful play. Marner's a little bit injured in the middle of the ice. He took a puck to the hand. He's got one hand on his stick, stops the puck, ends up pulling it across, firing it to Matthews entering the zone, who fires a beautiful backhand saucer pass across to Bunting, knocks it down, pulls it back across, and tucks that one in. That thing was absolutely beautiful. It's just, the guy is incredible, man, with his hands, the ratness that he's got going on. Like, he's got so much skill and grit and determination. It's a beautiful thing.
Man, and I don't want to be this dude, but we knew this was going to happen. You know, maybe not to this extent, but me and you were like, we got a feeling on Michael Bunting here. And like looking at his stats, we knew he was a workhorse, right? So I didn't want to read too much into the fact that he is 26 and just now technically considered a rookie. But bro, we looked at what he did in Arizona and the kind of opportunity he was going to get in Toronto and the kind of guy he was wanting to embrace it. It seemed like the perfect storm for him to have a breakout year. And that's exactly what he's doing. And if we can make some money betting on it at the same time, we'll continue to do that. But that's a good play of the game. Shouts out Michael Bunting, Scarborough in the building.
And he's on pace for almost 30 goals now. Like, it's ridiculous what he's doing.
It's crazy.
Put this guy in there at whatever, $925 or whatever his salary is, and he's going to pop 30 goals, and he's still $925 next year. That is a beautiful thing right there.
Man, the Calder Trophy. Like, I mean, there's a lot. Moritz Seider's really nasty, of course. I think Trevor Zegras is one of those guys that the NHL wants to brand the wheels off this kid.
Yeah, they should.
If he can come it makes sense for the game. You know, I feel like even if Bunting ends up with like 10 more points than him, maybe that's a bit of a big disparity there. But like, let's say 8 more points, Bunting has like 5 more goals. I still think that they might hand the Calder to Zegras just to like really bolster up this kid's career and try to give him a spotlight. Moritz Seider's going to be a beast as well, and his numbers will be gauged differently as a defenseman. But do you think there is, you know, higher than like a 25% chance that Michael Bunting can win the Calder Trophy this year?
Yes, I do. I genuinely
Okay.
do. I don't know. Maybe that's just a Homer Leaf fan opinion, but I really do. Honestly, you sit here and you think about what he's done this season, and as much as people don't want to call him a rookie, he's classified as a rookie by the NHL. So you can take that and wipe your butt with it because it's in the rules. Like he's eligible to win the Calder. If he's eligible, then he can win it. And when you look at what he's doing this season, leading rookies in goals, I mean, 20 years old, sure, but he's still falling under rookie qualifications. He's got to be considered for it. And I do think it's higher than 25% chance. I would honestly put it at, I mean, it's probably like 30, 30, 30, and then the rest of the guys slot in at like 5. Because I think at Tanner Jeannot in Nashville there, he's probably grabbing a little bit, and then like these guys are just grabbing a little bit of the pieces, but it's really a race between Zegras, Seider, and Bunting. So maybe not more than 25, but I would say probably about 25% I would put him at. But I mean, it's more than just goal scoring too with this guy, right? He's got skill, but he's got grit. I mean, you look at that play late in the third period, he goes down in the corner and he's just fighting away. He's battling with the guy in the corner. He's battling over by the bench. The guy's got balls, and if you've got balls, you've got to take care of them. And the best way to take care of them is with Manscaped, the best in men's blow-the-waist grooming. Manscaped offers precision-engineered tools for your family jewels. Manscaped recently launched the Ultimate Men's Hygiene Bundle, the Performance Package. They sent us a package. It's incredible. I was wearing the boxes the other day. I said that, but I can't show you guys. Come on. I mean, they're comfy. I've got the t-shirt on they sent us. They've given us travel bags, the whole 9 yards. We have been well equipped, and it's been amazing. And you can join us and over 4 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped, and we've got an exclusive offer for you guys. 20% off free worldwide shipping with the code Leafs Digest at manscaped.com. That's 20% off and free worldwide shipping with the code Leafs Digest at manscaped.com. And I mean, you join us and over 4 million men worldwide. I've said it before. I'm going to say it again. That's about 8 million balls. You can't go wrong there. That's a lot of balls that trust these Manscaped products. I mean, you're getting 4th generation trimmer featuring cutting edge ceramic blade to reduce grooming accidents. And the Lawnmower 4.0 is water resistant and also has a 400K LED spotlight for a precise shave. It's a beautiful thing, goody. It's time to take care of yourself. So go to manscaped.com and get 20% off and free shipping with code Leafs Digest. That's 20% off and free shipping with promo code Leafs Digest at manscaped.com. Leafs fans, make sure you go over there, treat yourself to something nice, take care of yourself, take care of your jewels. But I mean, someone who was not taking care of himself tonight, goody, Auston Matthews. This guy goes face first into the post trying to defend Sidney Crosby. In all honesty, let's just blatantly react to how that was. That's hilarious. I'm glad he's okay, but now that he's okay, that's hilarious.
Yeah, like out of all the ways, bro, you could have lost a tooth playing hockey. You're just gonna like skate, glide into the
yeah. No guidance into the post, no push, no trip, no stick cut, nothing. Just skated straight into it with his mouth and managed to knock the entire net off with his mouth. There was a photo of him after with like jibs missing, blood on the bottom of his lip. I mean, if anything else, I think you're 100% right that this guy, it just elevates him this season and just makes him more of a hockey guy.
Man, as much as, okay, like, I understand it's a joke, but at the same time, like, I kind of love that he's just like, yeah, you just got smoked in the face. You're missing a tooth, buddy. You look like a hockey player. Like, yeah. Get juiced. Like, I don't know. I don't think it really matters too much in the greater scheme of things, but Auston Matthews is a pretty boy, right? And after so many years of playing in the NHL, you're going to be dinged up. And I don't know. I think a hockey player is going to wear a missing tooth kind of proud. And I hope he leaves the thing out. I'm going to be real. I hope he leaves it out.
All right, well, a couple more things I want to touch on before we kind of get into our grades of the game and wrap things up here. Jason Spezza, I've loved what I've seen from this guy. I've said it before, and we will continue to beat that drum. He doesn't have to put up points for us to be impressed with him here on this show. The way that he impacts the game with his back checking, with his commitment to defense, winning draws, being able to go out there as a face-off, get-off, like a Fogo we refer to in lacrosse, and on the penalty kill, go out there and win draws against Crosby and get immediately off the ice. Like, there's so much value to what this guy brings. I've been absolutely loving it. He continued to bring that tonight, and he stepped up when Matthews went to the locker room for his jibs issue. Spezza stood in there for a couple of shifts with the Marner Bunting line. He just continued to look good. And David Kampf, man, this penalty kill scoring another goal, they continue to be a threat. It's ridiculous what they're doing.
I know.
I mean, this truly deserves to be something that grabs league-wide attention, what this penalty kill is doing. It's beyond the point of you can't score on them. It is now they are a threat to score on you on shorthanded. When you look at the guys they put out there, and I mean, David Kampf is the last guy in the world coming into this season. I would have looked at him being like, that guy's going to score on you on the penalty kill. But this is now back-to-back games that he's scored a shorthanded goal for this Leafs team. 7 goals, 1 away from his career high. We're only through 47 games this season. He has proved to have so much value, able to kill penalties, again, winning draws, much like Jason Spezza, put into any position that you want him, or any role that you want him to, and he continues to roll along with that third line. He's been very impressive, and he was again to me tonight. But then, Goody, one thing that I did notice, Jake Muzzin has been playing more physical since his return, and I think that is such an important thing for him and this Leafs team. I think there's parts of his game that are still following him up, and he need to catch up in terms of where he was at last season. But if you add that physicality back, dude, at bare minimum, for him to involve that into his game, I mean, that's what you're looking for. And when you're looking at him play so poorly and he's not playing physical, you're sitting there going, what the hell do you bring to this team? Now you go out there, you throw some bodies, you separate guys from the puck, you create some havoc. That is all you could ask for from him. So I've been impressed with his play in the last couple of games.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to have Jake Muzzin, you're going to want him to hit some people. Like, as much as he does bring other things, other intangibles to the team, I think that at the end of the day, you got a 6'4" defenseman who's a veteran in the league and likes to bang. So for that reason, I mean, you're going to want him to do that. And he hasn't been completely himself this season. Combination of injuries. I think a combination of pulling Hall's sorry ass around every night. There's just so many things that like factor into Muzzin having a little bit of a weird start to the season. But I feel like he's starting to find his own here, and that's really important. And if he's going out there and playing physical, then he's kind of doing what the Leafs got him to do in the first place. But of course, defense is first and foremost. But if he can mix in that physicality that he's been known to do, then, I mean, we're laughing. Like, that is a really important piece to us on our blue line. And I'm happy to see him with his feet underneath him again, because for a while there, Muzzin was becoming a little bit concerning. But, positive signs at the moment.
All right, Goody, let's get into our grades of the game. All right, here we go. Tonight's grades of the game. You want me to start it off?
Yep.
All right, let's do it. Let's get into the numbers here. This one is going to be very, very easy, Goody. Today I was feeling good. I went 2 for 2 on my bets. If you followed along, you saw the betting preview, or you follow us on Instagram at Maple Leafs Digest, you would have seen my game preview where I put out my 2 bets for tonight. Auston Matthews, anytime goal scorer, plus 115. You cash that one in 21 seconds into the game. Doesn't get much better of a start than that. And then Michael Bunting caps things off, plus 250 anytime goal scorer. If you grab that one, you're a happy camper as well. So that had me feeling good. The Leafs winning tonight has me feeling good, but there was a lot of good things that went on. So Goody, blatantly, I'm going to run through these real quick. You put up 4 goals against the Pittsburgh Penguins. You score in every single way possible. Even strength, power play, penalty kill. The 5-on-5s units look good. They were humming around out there. They had a lot of opportunities where they pinned in Pittsburgh for extended periods of time. 5 out of 5. Tonight's defense, I was going to go with the 4 out of 5, but I bumped it up to the 5 out of 5 because you hold them at 1 and you didn't give up too many high danger chances. I mean, when you look at this one, it didn't feel like Pittsburgh was going to score a lot of the time. They end up having 46 shots on goal. Jack Campbell has to make 45 saves. But all in all, it didn't feel as though the flow of the game involved too much pressure on the Maple Leafs team. They felt pretty good tonight. I liked what I saw from the defense, and there wasn't any glaring mistakes. 5 out of 5. Goaltending, 5 out of 5. Easy one. Jack Campbell makes 45 saves on 46 shots. He has a .978 save percentage, and he looked incredible. He was making a few big stops in timely moments more so than anything. It was ones where it was just off of a goal, maybe a rush comes down the other way, even rush, but a guy gets a look through, there's a tip on net, and he's finding pucks. He's grabbing rebounds. He had a lot of control. He looked poised. 5 out of 5 Jack Campbell tonight. Power play and penalty kill, this one is easy for me. I'm going 5 out of 5 on both. You look at the power play, they go 1 for 2 tonight, but you look at a 50% success rate on your power play, they still lead the league in their power play percentage. It's incredible what they're doing, and on top of all of this, the puck movement has looked better than it ever has. They're moving it so quickly, and they're changing the way they set up in the offensive zone so fast, it's forcing the other team to have to move and get out of position, giving them opportunities to capitalize or have high danger looks on net, and then they end up burying 1 out of their 2 chances. 5 out of 5 on the power play for me tonight. And penalty kill, you go 5 out of 5. You don't allow a single power play goal, and you manage to score. I literally cannot give. I mean, if I could give higher than 5 out of 5, I would. This gives me 100% on tonight's grade. A+ goodie. I am very happy with this Leafs team tonight. I mean, 46 shots on goal is a lot when I even look at it and say it out loud. But at no point did it feel like Pittsburgh was really dominating until probably around with like 5 minutes left in the third period when they had a little bit of a stretch where they went on a run, had a bunch of shots. But other than that, I think this team played really well tonight. So that is my grade, A+.
Yeah, man, I'm pretty much right there. Like, you look even down to the details of the game, 55% face-off wins. They out-hit us and outshot us, but you're right. It didn't feel like the story of the game, and a lot of those came late when they tried to get some momentum back. I can't tell your grade here. It's a perfect grade. I'm going to go with an A. The only thing that the A+ is they can't just be handed out. I know you got your equation. That's telling you that. The numbers don't lie. I understand. But you know what? The A+ is too perfect. I would have needed to see a shutout for Campbell to hand it out. But a solid A, like a 94% or whatever. 95 is an A+. We're going to the 94% A. This was a great game from pretty much all angles. Just handing out an A+, it's tough to do. It's tough to do. But your equation has told you that is what needs to be done, and I respect that. But the A is where I'm residing right now. I mean, for all the reasons you said, Phil, this was a dominant performance against a good team. Everyone looked good. Everyone had their moments. Just give me a shutout for Jack Campbell, and then we're at A+. But other than that, amazing effort. Zero negative to say about this one, and it's good to see the Leafs doing well against good competition. And that power play is just so nasty. I know you touched on it there, but it's gone AWOL before in recent past. But when they're playing like this, it's like, bro, how could they ever have been not effective? What they got going on right now, they look like a well-oiled machine. I hope we can keep this rolling in the playoffs.
Yeah, and I think overall the general feel of it kind of leading me to my A+ and maybe causing me to bump some of those grades up is just you're looking at a Pittsburgh Penguin team that has a healthy Sidney Crosby, Chris Letang, Geno Malkin, Jeff Carter, Gensel in the lineup. Evan Rodriguez has been playing really well for them this year. Even Kapanen, Tristan Jarry, an all-star goaltender in net across from Jack Campbell. This is a tough team to play against, and you hold that incredible power play to 0 for 5 on the night, and then you hold them to 1 goal against, even strength. And I think some of those 46 shots account for that 10 minutes of power play time that Pittsburgh managed to have. But I think it's just all in all, just a very good game from this Leafs team. So I was really happy with it. But Leafs fans, it's been a good one. Huge win tonight. We win this one 4-1 over the Pittsburgh Penguins in game 47 of the season. We move to 32, 12, and 3. Exciting things are happening here. Great game, great reaction, great recap. We will see you guys Saturday night after the game against the St. Louis Blues at 7 p.m. Leafs fans, we'll see you guys then. Keep believing.
Signing off.